Hello, my name is Maya Russell. I am the founder of Appreciate You Incorporated. We are on a mission to help humanity thrive by leading individuals to self-empowerment through fun, original, and accessible content. Welcome. Have you ever said the wrong thing or you made a mistake and you thought, I am so stupid, I hate myself? Well, these thoughts, although they may seem fleeting or even normal, what they're doing is they're chipping away at our self-esteem, at our confidence, and our self-worth. Studies show that this negative self-talk increases levels of stress, can lead to anxiety, depression, illness, and disease. So this has an effect on our health, but it also has an effect on our relationships, on our job performance, and overall, our happiness and satisfaction in life. I grew up in a town outside of Portland, Oregon that had a high suicide rate. By the time I graduated from high school, I had been to a dozen funerals of friends and classmates. I was left with countless questions like, how does somebody who's so similar to me, same school, neighborhood, family dynamic, maybe even looks like me, have such a vastly different experience of life? So I went on this lifelong journey that brought me all around the world to find answers. But now I have a question for you. Stay with me. What if we talk to ourselves like a parent talking to a child learning to walk? Like, it's okay that you don't have this figured out yet. You get better every time you try. You're doing great, and I'm proud of you. It goes to show that when we're kinder to ourselves, we're also kinder to the world around us. We practice more empathy, more compassion. So if we could take that negative self-talk and replace it with words of encouragement, words of love, what would we look like? What would our world look like? Hey, there we go. That's why we're introducing Appreciate You. Appreciate You is going to be the leader in self-improvement. We'll release apps, games, books, entertainment, community, and more to help people become kinder, more confident, and overall a more authentic version of themselves. We're starting with an app that uses fun, uplifting games, playful graphics, and powerful affirmations to help people decrease negative self-talk and increase thoughts of empowerment, happiness, and self-worth. We know that there's a market for Appreciate You for several reasons. First, the self-improvement industry as a whole grows every year by 5.6%, and the self-improvement tech industry sees 52% year-over-year growth. The main reason for that is millennials, the me generation. It makes sense, right? 94% of us use some sort of self-improvement program and will spend upwards of $300 per month. This has become such a big deal that titans of industry like Apple has named self-care their app genre of the year. And to give you some examples, I have two of the top performers up here. In 2019, each had 2 million paid users and a combined total of $250 million in revenue. We also released our own test app, and in 10 months and 0 paid advertising, we had 700 downloads, and where the average is 29%, we saw a 37% retention rate. Here we have the TAM, the SAM, and then we believe that we can get 2% of that market share within 5 years for a total of 6.4 million users. We'll use a freemium model using ads and subscription, which will result in $60 million in revenue in 2026. Appreciate You is going to feel fun and refreshing, relatable. Let's say you just downloaded the app. You open it up and you see the home screen. This has about 30 different modules relating to either a feeling or an experience, like appreciation or anxiety. You click on your module of choice, and you come to 4 games. If you chose something like appreciation, then these games are going to be designed to uplift you even higher, making you feel closer to bliss. If you chose something like anxiety, then these games will be designed to help soothe you, bring you back to a calm neutrality. Like our competition, Appreciate You is going to increase mindfulness and promote happiness. Where most of these apps are very serious and dramatic, Appreciate You is going to be fun and playful, relatable for everybody. We'll be the first of our kind to incorporate gamification and a social aspect that lets people connect with their friends on Facebook and Gmail contacts to send compliments and stars. We'll also be the first of our kind to use ads to boost revenue. Our market adoption process has already begun with a growing email list and social media presence. And we have an extensive and aggressive market adoption plan in place to get us to our next milestones. As you can see, we have many milestones that we want to hit within 5 years. One key milestone that I would like to point out is in 2026, we have purchase other self-improvement apps. This is to expand our brand and to streamline the industry. As I said before, my name is Maya Russell. I have 14 years of experience in sales, marketing, and customer retention from microbreweries to Nordstrom to Walt Disney World. But that's not where my passion and drive for this company came from. As I was on my journey into finding answers around the human condition, I became fascinated with the mind. I started reading books like The Brain That Changes Itself, The Power of the Subconscious Mind, The Male, the Female Brain, anything in between I could get my hands on. In college, I started traveling. I talked to monks in Thailand and visited monasteries in Austria, looking for answers only to come home with more questions. Eventually, I came to a very important question. How can I help? After that, I went into meditation, and that's where the seeds of Appreciate You found me. I'm in front of you because I believe with every cell of my being that I am meant to bring Appreciate You to fruition. That's why we're raising $500,000 in exchange for 10% of Appreciate You, which will get us through the first 2 years of production to 300,000 paid users and to $2.5 million in revenue. I want to sincerely thank you for your time and your attention today. I'd be happy to take your questions.